Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode, or a new episode, of DarLeeLlama Plays Stoneshard. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to start some Permadeath runs. The first concept that I want to try is going to be a Jonna run. Jonna could be particularly easy when you do a permadeath run, or any kind of run, honestly, because magic can be very, very powerful. What I want to try and do differently is I want to try and make her into a walking magic platform. So I'm going to try and give her shields to go along with her staff. So I'll switch between staff and shields depending on whether or not I need attack or defense. I'm trying this on permadeath because I feel like stacking shields will be the most benefit to staying alive in a situation where you need to stay alive. And it's not like she's going to hurt for magic power even if she doesn't have a staff. Sure, staffs can really help, but a lot of her magic power gets added on from her unique trait. So we're going to go ahead and go Jonna.
Is that so? Interesting.
We already know the deal with Varen.
About local events.
Something I discovered recently, by the way, is that you can put meat into the chests, or at least this is what I've heard from someone. I think his name was Chad Drew on Reddit, so a shout out to you, Chad Drew. As a way to preserve meat. In other words, it won't spoil. So one of the first things we're going to do is go hunting to build up a little bit of gold, because I've said in the past, gold equals power in this game. We hope to get a little bit of gold and become a little bit more unkillable. And we especially want to be more careful because it is permadeath. Regarding her equipment situation, we will be holding on to her bracers throughout most of the run. But I am going to say, instead of going the normal, just stack whatever equipment or cloth that we can get, we might actually go in the heavier items. We'll see. So we do want to do a staff, and then the other will be shield. We could opt to hold on to a war scythe just so we can do some heavier damage. Or maybe we'll just do... we'll do the axe. And that way we have some defense and close range offense as well. The goal will be to beat the troll with this setup. Whether it works or not, we'll have to see. I hope staying inside is treating everybody. One second. Seems I'm not recording sound. Apparently my microphone's not recording. So, I'll be talking on chat until I can get this solved, but I will be trying to solve it. We're gonna go ahead and sell all of this extra crap we don't need. I'm not particularly worried about getting the best value out of it. I just want the gold for now. So Can you hear me now? First things first, we're going to go down here and get a few medical supplies. Always pick up a splint, at least one. She comes with Stardust. I don't particularly care for Stardust. Let's sell that. I don't like having to deal with the bad trip situation. We'll get a little bit more food. We'll pile on some leeches and antitoxin. We are going out in the wild. She does not come with bandages, so we'll grab one of those. And I think we'll rely on alcohol for our pain management. A shout out to Made by Pi, or IPAX. Yep, that's their name. I am talking to them in chat as I speak. So let's go take a look at our armor situation. We're not going to have a lot that can help us, but we can go ahead and buy this dodge, counter, and fumble belt. We'll do that. It'll be just a little bit extra, and then we'll go do some hunting to build up a food supply, since we now know that we can preserve that, and that way we'll spend less money in between. Actually going out and doing whatnot. So we're going to go pyromancy as our primary source of damage, but we will dip into stone armor as a spot buff. 30% physical resistance will be very nice against the troll, especially for 3 turns. And we'll rely on pyromancy to do far range nukes. So we'll go ahead and learn fire barrage. And I heard feed the flames is not as good. One of these is not as good. Ring of fire. That would give us kind of like a Nova type deal if we were to walk around in full armor. That could be interesting. Feed the flames. We'll do Ring of Fire, just because it's an extra damage spell. We can do feed the flames afterwards. So I want just a little bit more food, and then we might actually go around and take a look at some of these points of interest. Points of interest can be a good way to get some early cash and items. So I think that'll be our plan while we hunt. Our primary focus is to go out, hunt, get skins, bring back meat and skins. So this is close, this is close. I think we'll hit this first, and then we'll round over to here, maybe hit both of these. So northwest it is. Playing Permadeath, I actually think is a recommended. Thing that you can do for new players after they've tried the game for a little bit, because it'll allow them to be more careful in all their decisions and see what works and what doesn't work. We can pick up penny buns as additional food, but we don't really need too many. So we have a range of 5. We need to work with that. If they run to the corner, we will not be able to kill them as easily. And it's not like we can do extreme long shots like a bow user would. So we should be right about here. So one more screen. northwest. So our point of interest should be around here somewhere. If we're super lucky, it'll be the witch's hut. I hear music. I'm gonna guess it's the leper or the witch's hut. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is new to me. Whoever it is, they have a garden. So this is interesting. We'll at least get some herbs out of this. An old remedy book, a corpse, and a backpack. Okay. So backpack is good for us. We're not going to be relying on the Worn Cloak's dodge bonus. So I don't mind just to use the backpack as a permanent thing. This will help us carry more items overall. So it's very good. Old remedy book. What's it say? An old book with herbal medicine filled with concise yet useful notes about the herbs of Aldor. Mindwort, red poppy, henbane, fleawort. So basic information. It looks like basic information about the herbs. I'll keep it as a trophy. Poor sucker died in their hut, so this is a good place to cook stuff at least. We don't really need the Mindwort at the moment. We're at full sanity. Bogbean is useful for healing. We're already full health. I forget what time does. What does time do? Sanity and energy. So this could actually be very useful for a mage. No matter the level. So we'll just hold on to it. We'll leave the rest of the stuff in case we ever come back around here. I don't feel the need to pick it. Alright, one place down. So now we'll head on over to this place. So one down and then east. Okay, so that will put us back here. So 1, 2, 3. We need to change screens 3 times and then we'll be over there. In the meantime, we're looking for deer, moose, any of that good stuff. No bears, no wolves. Don't want to deal with any of that just yet. Maybe one wolf at a time. We'll see. But I'd like to hit level 2 before we try and tackle anything actually dangerous. Oh, shoot. Well, here's our test. We'll start up with the Flame Barrage. We're just going to... Oh, he actually dashed on us. That's bad. Let's take a look at his health. 58. Ring of Fire. We'll attack and attack. And he's dead. I know I can use Shout. As long as I don't get both wolves. Sadly, this guy's coming. I wonder if this fire will actually hurt us. It does, so... So he's on fire. He'll take a lot more damage. So that's a really good combo for us. We'll just sit and rest up, make the fire go away. We'll take a look at our thirst and hunger. We're thirsty. We'll drink some, eat some, and then we'll go collect all of our loot. So we got some meat. Sinewy meat. Damages morale, but it's food one way or another. We can recover from that. And I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out. We're able to handle wolves. As long as we don't run into 2 or more and aggro 2 or more, we should be fine. Otherwise, their damage from ganging up on us will be too much. Not a lot of wildlife. Another wolf. Uh-oh. Kiting 101. All it takes is a back step. Oh, he bled us already. We'll bandage that. We have a wolf who sees us. We'll just back up from there. He saw us. He's coming after us. We have our cooldowns though, so we're good. Easy peasy. So I definitely want to try and get this wolf skin. Okay, we have 4 skins. I think actually, since we're not too far from town, we'll just head south. Go to town, sell our pelts, get a little bit of money, and we will store our cloak and scroll before we head on to the next point of interest. We can also cook up all of our meat. We'll go ahead and pay for 2 weeks. We'll keep one. All right, that works. So we'll rest until about 9. We can go ahead and drink and eat. And then we'll go pay a visit to the tailor. He buys pelts for a lot more because he can make stuff out of it. So tan boots are going to be our best buy for armor in the near future. So I'd like to get them as our permanent placement for soon. Until then, we're going to have to rely on what we've got. The leather vest is also very good for dodge, but we're not going to focus on dodge. Plus she has a unique chest piece that works well enough. We're still good on medical supplies. And I don't think we actually need to buy more food at this point since we're hunting. So we should be right about here. So one more to the east and we'll be there. We got ambushed. I could see one guy, but more should be coming. We want to make ourselves have a clear path of escape so that we can kite. We're just going to treat it like the wolves. I felt like we couldn't get away on this, so it was better just to go ahead and smash him down with the our staff. We're hungry, so we'll eat the bread. We're in pain. I forgot to buy alcohol. Wouldn't you know it? So we'll just rest a little bit until it goes to 25 or 24, and then we'll be good. Yep, we're on our way. I am surprised by the lack of deer and moose, or even boar. Now, usually when you don't see animals on a map, that means there's something here, not just a simple bandit camp. Since I do see an animal, I think this will probably just be a bandit camp. So the wolves are coming to steal our food. We aggroed one, so we'll just lead him away from his friend. If his friend will leave him alone, that is. Alright, he's in range. And we level. We're going to pop down here. Spend our skill points. It's all going to go on the willpower for now. And then we'll come over here and get Feed the Flames. That gives us more pyromantic power and accuracy. Just a natural selection there. Come over here. And now we've got enough of a lead on this other guy. He should be less of a problem. It seemed like the blood actually quenches the fire, which is interesting. So we got a board pelt, we got a fatty meat. Fatty meat definitely happy to have. Particularly because of how much hunger it restores, and if, as I said before, what I read, if food retains its freshness in a chest or drawer, then when we go to sleep for long periods of time to wait out certain things, like say we're trying to wait out the quest reset, then that means we can get the full value of 40% hunger restoration instead of only like say 20 or 30, and we're running around hungry. So it looks like we have a camp here. We're gonna briefly check out the camp, see how many dudes are here. If we can draw the one, which I think we can. So they might have aggroed the deer. Oh, I was wrong. I think I want to try and burst this guy down. All right, very good. Oh, that is not good. We have to flee. I can fight one or two at a time, but not several. We'll just run along here. We'll eat. Let's see what our thirst is good enough. We'll thirst. We'll drink. I mean, we'll prepare a hand. We'll rest up. On the bright side, they may have been drawn away from the camp. We might have easy access to the camp before they get back to it. Ah! Walking in the traps. Yeah, they haven't returned. So we'll just go ahead and pick their chests, steal their loot, and get out of here. All right, we'll head up to this one next. In the next episode. But for now, I think I'm going to call it there for this one. We got a little bit of hunting done. I think that was pretty productive. We've already sold a couple of skins. We've gotten some pieces of meat. I should have cooked those pieces of meat before I left that fire. Maybe I'll run back and do that. Maybe not. But so far so good. You know, with it being permadeath, I'm just being slightly overcautious, but I think that's what you need to be. We're looking for the Witch's Hut. The Witch's Hut will give us a big upgrade for our staff and our helm. And it'll also give us Geomancy 3, which we can then sell for some good money. So it's just a matter of search. 2 points of interest down, several more to go. I hope you guys had as much fun watching along with me as I have had playing. And stay safe, take care of yourself, and have a wonderful day. This is DarLeeLlama signing off. See you next step.